Hello dear students, in this video I'm going to teach you the 9 steps you can start taking today to achieve massive exam success. It's going to help you plan your exam performance and achieve great results. And I'm also going to reveal to you a brain secret that will help you control your brain to achieve amazing exam results and not letting your brain control you. My name is Dr. MD. I'm the international author of Hidden Secrets of the Topper's Mind and various other books. I hold a doctorate in peak performance and personal mastery. This is my 240 pages doctoral thesis, and I have entered the Guinness Book of World Records for super memory. You see, I happen to be one of the best when we talk about concentration power, learning, memory power, and all that. And I know I can help you. And did I say that this session is not motivation? I don't do motivation. Motivation doesn't last. This is going to be a strategy session. You're going to learn a lot and something that you can start applying today. So I strongly suggest that you get a book and a pen and start making notes. So let's begin. Welcome back. Step 1 to plan your exam success is you've got to be asking a question, and the question is, what do I want to achieve academically? What do I want to achieve academically? Now, what does that mean? You see, first thing that you need to understand about your brain is it's a secret. Your brain, it's a secret because, let me talk about this first. It's a secret because not many people know it. All right. Now, you see, your brain is a goal-achieving organism. It is always achieving goals. Now, if you do not give it a goal, it's going to randomly pick a goal for you. For example, some friend comes to you and says, "Hey, bro, did you try this PS5 game Spider-Man 2? It's absolutely amazing." So now your friend is giving you a goal, and when you try that game out, you see that one of the things that you got to do is kill the Sandman. So your brain takes that as a goal and starts thinking about it. Even when you're not playing the game, you still think about the game because that becomes important for your brain. Your friend tells you, "Uncharted game, you got to find the treasure." You start thinking or assuming, your brain starts assuming that you're Nathan Drake and you got to get that treasure. Now, this is a very important lesson that you understand. If you do not give your brain a conscious goal, a valuable goal. Now, you see, I'm not saying that you mustn't be playing PS5 or you mustn't be playing with your friends and all that. No. What I'm telling you is, give your brain valuable goals that are meaningful, and that goals that will help you now and even in the long run. So when you do that, you will be using your brain in your favor. You will be using your brain to do something that you will be happy about in the future, now and in the future. Now, you see, you should be asking yourself, what should I achieve this semester? Right? There are 2 types of goals when we talk about achieving academic goals. Number 1 is short-term goals, and number 2 is long-term goals. Short-term goals is, what subject should I be focusing on for my upcoming unit test or semester? What do I want to achieve this academic year? Let's say you're scoring 50%. Do I want 60, 55? Let's say you're scoring 90. Should I aim for a rank? Should I aim for 96, 98? So what is it that I want to achieve this year, this academic year, this semester, or this unit test? And then you can also ask yourself a very important question, that is, what do I want to study after my 10th or 12th? Now, I get it. Most of us don't. Most of us say something like, "Oh, I'm going to decide after my 10th or my 12th. It's too early to decide." And what I'm telling you is, you decide so that your brain gets a goal, right? And stays on track, that academic track, which is important for you. And later you can change. Maybe today you decide to do your engineering, and maybe after 10th or 12th you say, "No, I want to do my journalism." It's absolutely fine to jump ships, okay? It is fine because it's your life. But what is more important is that you, my dear student, Understand the power of the brain, understand how the brain functions. You got to give it a goal, and by all means decide which university you would like to study. Maybe write down 10 universities that you want to go to, one of these 10 or one of these 5 universities. Just don't stick to one. Just don't say, if I want to do engineering, it's IIT or nothing. God, no. No, not at all. Right? So top 5 universities. So once you decide your short-term and your long-term goals, the next question that you should be asking is, what are my priorities? What should I focus on? Very important. Now, when we talk about priorities, you may want to pay attention, because not a lot of people, I have seen the content that is available on different platforms, and I have tried my best to bring you unique content. So you may want to focus on this part here, the entire video, in fact, because when we talk about priorities, I haven't seen any video that talks about priorities the way I'm presenting it to you, right? I share this with a sense of humility, and that comes because I want to create value in your life today, okay? So pay attention here. You see, this is your goal, all right? This is why it's important that you have your goal. Now, let's say this is your goal, and you have different activities that you engage in every single day. Now, if you do not have a goal, or you do not have a serious goal, now you will end up engaging in any random activity that comes to you. Your friend calls you up, hey bro, it's my birthday, let's go to KFC, let's go to McD's. And you just go off. And then somebody else calls you, hey bro, I'm going out to play basketball. You run away. Okay, so you do not know what is important to you. Priority is knowing what is important to you, which activity is important to you, and that needs to be linked to the goal that you want to achieve. That is how it is planned. This is your goal, and all your activities, right, must be linked to your goals. And activities that are linked to your goals must be your priorities. It's as simple as that. And to do that, you also need to create a to-do and not to-do list. Take a piece of paper, write down to do and not to do. Write down everything that's related to your exams, your priorities, and write down the activities that you will not engage in. Right? Let's say you play a video game. 2 to 3 is your time. So you play your video game. 2 to 3 is your video game time. And later, you need to know what is your priority. Now you finish your video game. What next? Because if you do not know what's next, what's your priority, you will continue playing the game maybe till 5, 6 in the evening and wonder what happened to you, or what hit you, what went wrong in the examination hall. So know your priority, create a to-do and not to-do list. And then number 3, what does my schedule look like? Ask yourself, what does my schedule look like? Look at your weekly schedule with all your classes, study sessions, work commitments, and personal activities. Schedule is, now planning and scheduling are 2 different things. Now planning is, okay, these are the activities I need to do. These are the activities I mustn't be doing. To-do list, not to-do list, that is a plan. Scheduling is, you fix a time for your activity. 5 o'clock is math, 5 o'clock is accounts, 5 o'clock is history or whatever. 5 to 6 is this, and 7 to 9 is this, and your time, mornings, evenings, afternoons, how does it look? Sit every Sunday. You got to sit every Sunday and plan your week out. Maybe sit for half an hour, 1 hour, and see how your week looks. Schedule your activities. You want to play, by all means play, but make sure you schedule it. 5 to 6:30 is my play. So 6:30, you got to come back and eat, and you need to know what you will be doing next. If you do not have that schedule, you will end up doing the things that are not good for you or for your goals. All right. So schedule your activity. Ask yourself, what does my schedule look like? And number 4, what's the best way for me to learn? Now, you see, I don't do motivation. Like I said, this is something that can help you starting today. So this question is critical. You ask yourself, or you think about how you learn best and the methods that work for you, such as watching videos, listening to lectures, or doing hands-on tasks. Then use these techniques to devise some killer study strategies. Now you see that you have different ways of learning. Maybe you like making notes, or maybe you like listening to the teacher, or maybe you like walking around and studying. So what is your style? You should be asking this to yourself. Do I like making notes? Do I like making mind maps? Right? And then you got to make a list of all these learning methods that you have, and later sit with your books and talk to yourself. Ask yourself, which technique will I use for what subject? Biology, okay, this is how I'm going to study. Maths, this is how I'm going to study. And if you need more help, you can always get in touch with me. I teach more than 35 techniques. And 80% of these techniques are the techniques that I created, I invented, if I may use that word. And these techniques have helped students failing in exams crack some of the toughest exams like IIT, JEE, and Neet. And these techniques have also helped students pursuing, their chartered accountancy, arts, and various subjects. So you got to know how you learn and the different techniques that you have to learn. Just don't stick to one or two techniques. Learn as many techniques as you can and start applying them on different subjects, right? And then you got to ask yourself, what resources do I have access to? Now, when I say resources, internet can be a resource, a study chair can be a resource. The textbooks can be a resource. Your teachers, online tutorials, study groups with peers, right? Now, when we spoke about this, right? What learning methods do I have? And one of the learning methods can be group studies. So if that works for you, write that down and decide which subjects or topics you're going to study with a group. So here, and a group is also a resource. Your teachers are your resource. So write down what are the resources that I have. Okay, and how do I make use of those resources? And be grateful for those resources. And yes, if you do not have certain resources which are important, say for example, an ergonomically designed chair, make sure you get one, but don't force your parents if they cannot afford it right now. Please respect that. But if you can afford it, and if you do not have an ergonomically designed chair, make sure that you have one, because that's a resource. You see, you cannot study on the sofa, you cannot study in the bed, because your brain doesn't get activated for studies when you do that. You got to sit in a certain way, right? So that can be a resource. The fan in the house, the air conditioning in the house. So what are the resources that you have? Write down so that you can improve your learning experience and tackle any academic obstacles. Now you see, video games, when you play PlayStation 5, look at the playing experience they have created, the way the controller functions and vibrates and all that. So what happens here is, you start loving that experience. When you start loving that experience, you will want to do more of it. In the same way, when you start loving your learning experience by understanding the resources that you have, the techniques that I teach are also resources. All right? What happens is, here your learning experience improves and your brain will want to do more, the way you play a video game. It's as simple as that. Okay, so make a list of your resources and then ask yourself, how can I manage my time effectively? Now, let me tell you, managing your time is about, I'll give you a few tips. You may want to write these down. Number one, having a goal is very important if you want to manage your time. And then you need to have the to-do and not to-do list. That is your planning. This is how I'm going to achieve my goal. These are the activities that I'm going to engage in. And then managing time effectively is also scheduling your activities, and more importantly, managing your time is managing your energy levels. If you're feeling low, if you're not in the right state of mind or body, you will not be able to make or utilize your time appropriately. So managing your energy is critical, and for that you got to sleep right, eat right, okay, and exercise regularly. And yes, if you want me to create a course on managing time effectively exclusively for students, do let me know in the comment section. So number 7 is, how can I maintain balance? Now you see, I'm just not about studies and you got to study, don't do anything else. No. You got to be playing, you got to be watching movies. Otherwise, just studying, all work and no play makes Tom a dull boy. That is what it is, right? So it's not about just working. It's important to exercise, relax, hang out with friends, and do your hobbies. That way you will be able to stay healthy and happy while you get your schoolwork done. Now you see, getting your schoolwork done, performing exceptionally well in exams is important, but you should do it while you stay healthy and happy. And to stay healthy and happy, it's important that you take care of yourself, exercise, relax, hang out with friends. Now, that doesn't mean to say that you overdo it. That is what balance is all about. It's not about not playing the game at all. It is knowing when to stop. It's very important, whatever I just said. It is knowing when to stop. All right? Now, what kind of help do I need? You see, please be a person who asks for help. You know, talk to your teachers. If you don't understand a concept, see which friend or classmate can help you understand those concepts. See if you can make use of some app, online tutorials. Make sure you ask for help. You just don't keep quiet. Or if you are facing mental challenges, if you feel depressed and all that, talk to a mental professional, mental health professional. Do not just keep quiet. Please open your mouth and speak and talk. And if you feel that there are people, you're surrounded by people who do not listen to you, no problem. Talk to somebody else. Seek help. There are people, who are willing to help you get back on track. They want to help you and they are there to help you. Now let's look at step number 9, the last step here. Ask yourself, am I cool with making changes? Now you see, one thing that you and I need to understand is once you decide something, you say, this is the goal that I want to achieve. And every goal, presides by a path that you take. Every goal has a path behind it. So you choose to take that path. Okay, I'm walking on this path and I'm going to reach my goal. But also be sure that usually the path that you have taken will not take you to your goal, because that path might have a pothole, hurdles, obstacles that might not work for you. So what do? A lot of students, they get frustrated. They say, I tried studying math, I tried studying accounts, I tried studying history, but it doesn't work for me. What doesn't work for you is your method. Remember that. It is your method. It is your strategy. All right. So if that strategy, that method is not working, ask yourself, am I cool with making changes? That means to say, are you cool enough to be flexible? Right? Because if this path is not working, do something else. If that is not working, do something else. And if that is not working, do something else. Now, when you were a baby, you tried walking, right? But first you crawled. And whenever you tried, you fell. Now imagine this, your mother looks at you, and you keep falling and she goes, oh my God, my baby is, falling off. My baby maybe can't walk. My baby is not capable of walking, and she doesn't allow you to walk at all. Now, what will happen when mothers start doing that? Now, falling is a part of the game. Please realize that. And when you begin again, start with a new strategy. That is what one of my students did. He failed in his math exam till 10th standard, pre-boards, from 5th to 10th pre-boards. And what did he do? Did he give up math? No. He came to me, he learned new strategies from me, and once he started applying them, he cracked IIT JEE without going to coaching classes, and he started scoring 100 on 100 in mathematics. And today, he's got businesses spread across different nations. He's into software, IT. He started his own IT company. Now you see, you too, my dear student, can achieve whatever you want to, as long as you learn the right thing and remain flexible enough to apply what works. So learn, apply, learn. If that's not working, learn something else. Hope this helps. Now you see, you may want to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you liked and what you would want to learn from me, and what videos do you want me to create, and what are the techniques or strategies you use to plan your exams, right? And this will inspire me to bring more content to you. And all you have to do is click that like button, click that subscribe button, and type a few words and let me know. And this will go a long way to inspire me and bring you more powerful content. I'll see you soon. Till then, take charge.
Shop taken by Ahmed Muhammad is of very high order, and it's much useful to the personal development of each person.
This workshop isn't just about memory. Dr. Ahmed has made us laugh, cry, and a lot more. We've had a lot of fun. And more importantly than memory, he's brought me close to my mom again, which has not been like that in a long time.
मैं डॉक्टर अहमद का जो ये वर्कशॉप ज्वाइन किया है, मैं बहुत खुश हूँ। मेरे बच्चों में ग्रेट इम्प्रूवमेंट फील कर रही हूँ, और जो मैं कभी समझ नहीं पाई, सोच नहीं पाई, वो सोचने समझने की शक्ति और वो जो नया एक तरीका है या नई सोच उन्होंने हमारे अंदर डाली है, मैं उससे बहुत ज़्यादा इन्फ्लुएंस हूँ।
So the main difference between the coaching classes and this is that the coaching classes teach you the material, but the MD sir over here teaches you how to learn the material. So I feel that learning how to know how to learn the material is really very important to learn the material. So this program is worth it, and I have spent about 2.5-3 lakhs on coaching classes, but they are not up to the mark, and like a fraction of that amount is being paid to MD sir, and the results are 100 times better than what the coaching classes can do.
मैं सबको ये बताना चाहती हूँ कि इतनी पावरफुल क्लास है कि अगर ये नहीं किया तो जिंदगी का एक बहुत बड़ा हिस्सा मिस कर दिया। मैं बता रही हूँ कि प्लीज ज्वाइन करो, डोंट मिस दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी।